Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. They say not to judge a book by its cover, but boys and girls, I think we've all learned to live in a society right now that, at least in this humble common nerd's opinion, hi, Jesse, by the way, that it's one of them situations where when these people go out there and they dress a certain way and they act a certain way and they've got pronouns in their bio and all this other kind of stuff, it doesn't take a rocket science to figure out where they might align with certain things out there. And that's the exact same case with Disney Doctor Who, because, ladies and gentlemen, if you thought that season 1 was bad, was an abomination, was absolute trash, and even if you liked it, well, guess what? Season 2 is going to give you even more of that, and it sounds like in droves. Yes, the worst ratings in all of the history of Disney Doctor Who. And in the second season, they're going to double down saying, hold my beer, because, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very pissed off activist who feels pretty out there, and they are not happy about the fact that people get to speak out online and disparage them, because guess what? We know exactly what it's going to be. And how do we know what it's going to be? Because, boys and girls, we're not morons, right? We've seen what happens when people involved in the people are activists like this, how they end up writing and how they end up creating. Yes, it's going to get even worse. And the best part is now they're out there attacking fans. So it's not just enough that your show is completely and totally taken over by the spirit of the age, completely and totally infested with the woke cult. No. You're now going to go out there and attack Disney fans. Well, yeah, it probably would be that too. But Doctor Who fans, that's always a winning strategy that always works out so well for these companies. Now, doesn't it, boys and girls? No? Well, guess what? They're doing it all over again, because as you can see over here from Fandom Pulse, mentally ill Doctor Who writer Juno Dawson attacks critical fans as a slew of, we don't even know what the word is, on social media, because literally that's how they put it on their Instagram post. And not to mention, this person is an absolute hypocrite. And by the way, even though, just like so many other virtue signalers out there, they shut down their Twitter account because of mean old Elon Musk, guess what? They've got a quote-unquote burner account. Well, they're still monitoring absolutely everything you're doing and saying out there, because these people are obsessed. They are insane, absolutely insane with their identity politics, and it is driving absolutely every major franchise that they have touched completely and totally into the ground. So here we go, boys and girls. Doctor Who Season 2's going to be even worse than the first one, and I cannot wait to see the ratings. So we're going to check out this article from Fandom Pulse, getting all of the juicy details of exactly what this man who feels pretty has to say. But before we do, if you do enjoy our content, hit that like button, share with all your friends, and subscribe or follow if you have not already, boys and girls, because we are grinding, we are growing, and I could not do that without every single one of you. Also, leave us a comment in the section down below, letting you know what you think about all of this. Does this surprise you at all, concerning the body of work from this individual out there? Do you expect this to be good or bad? Doctor Who, do you think it's going to be even worse? Do you think that's even possible for it to get worse than the last season, which is season 1 of Disney Doctor Who? Let us know what you think about all of that in the comment section down below. If you'd like to support the channel, please check out the links in the description as well. And if you actually like when Who was good, if you remember the days where you were excited for the next Doctor Who episodes, make sure you join us Sunday nights at 7 p.m. where me, Sunker Maiden, Mr. Grant Gregory all review actual good episodes of Doctor Who out there. So join us for that if you're an actual Doctor Who fan, if you're a proper Whovian, as it was, boys and girls. All right, so over here from Fandom Pulse, there we go. Last week, the BBC announced Doctor Who hired a transgender activist for the writer's room for Nakuti Gatwa's Season 2, receiving backlash from fans with the show's further spiraling into identity politics. Juno Dawson responded on Instagram, attacking fans as a slew of whatever it is on social media. I mean, it starts out with an S, so maybe shits. I don't know. I mean, it's a 4-letter word, so like fucks. I mean, I don't know. We don't know. They didn't have the balls to actually say it, which is kind of ironic considering they're a transgender activist, right? Sorry, I'll be here all week. So obviously we talked about Doctor Who, the obsession of all of that, the male presenting Time Lord. We've gone all over that many times over and over again. We pointed out the fact that Russell T Davies doesn't care. He's perfectly okay with the fact that he's making this all woke. And this was the worst part too. It was so disappointing because we thought the Jodie Whittaker era of Doctor Who was bad, right? With Chris Chibnall running the show and how abysmally insane he was, and how much the actual source material lore they completely and totally destroyed in Doctor Who. Oh no. Russell T Davies, the guy who we thought might be riding in on a white horse with the return of David Tennant, and we were like, we might actually be able to get good Who again. And then, boy, howdy, was that a bait and switch. Nothing more than an excuse to tear down and destroy David Tennant's character as the Doctor. And, oh, well, it's a new Doctor, so it's not. Fuck off. Bullshit. Okay, don't give me that garbage. Don't give me your cope justification nonsense. Okay, you destroyed David Tennant's legacy as the Doctor. And the worst part is, Tennant's just as woke as all of the rest of them. He literally only gets information from his wife. He doesn't even bother to go out there and seek information himself. So yes, everybody involved with Disney Doctor Who is woke as shit. Davies was never going to save us, and unfortunately, we were all very disappointed. Well, guess what? Season 2 is going to get even worse because check this out. The ratings on the show, we've talked about that. The giggle, Doctor Who will be returning this year with season 2, which has already been filmed. And the BBC did a press tour announcing transgender activist Juno Dawson as one of the writers joining the show for the season, signaling the network will be doubling down on wokeism, because of course they are. This is like literally, like there's never going to be a season 3 of this, not of Disney Doctor Who anyway, because like literally they spent like $300 million on this, and it just had the worst ratings in Doctor Who history. All of Doctor Who history, all 60 years, it has never had worse ratings than what it does right now. So this man is best known for his book. This book is gay, as well as The Gender Games. Boy, I wonder what he's good at writing about. I wonder how that's, I wonder if these are good. Tell me what you think, boys and girls. Are these good qualifications for writing sci-fi? This book is gay, and The Gender Games. Doesn't that just sound like compelling sci-fi about time and travel, and they should really give them some good chops going forward with Disney Doctor Who? No? Yeah, me neither. He's also worked on the Doctor Who podcast called Doctor Who Redacted that featured Jodie Whittaker, everybody's favorite Dr. Karen, the female replacement doctor. I love how they worded that too. The podcast drama Dawson penned have been described as very gay and very trans, according to The Guardian, leading fans to worry that this will push identity politics further into the canon. And yes, they will. The only nice part is like even IMDb separates this as a new version of Doctor Who, right? Like the Disney Doctor Who, that's what they call it, season 1. So at least for all of us fans of classic Who and new Who, then you know what? At least I think we'll be okay with that. At least for that fact, as far as I'm concerned, none of this is canon. None of it is canon. Doctor Who fans reacted with irritation that this beloved show would be pushing even more into this realm, given Dawson's past history. This prompted Dawson to play the victim on Instagram. He posted a video where he said, "Yesterday, there was a real reminder that trans people cannot publicly have success." Oh, wait, should we do the male presenting, right? The ones where they like to feel pretty, right? We're not allowed to do it because so allegedly we're all supposed to call them female, right? We're all supposed to participate in their delusion and think they're female. Well, here we go. We're not allowed to do as well without getting a slew of fucks on social media. Oh, you poor thing. And what, like, this is so weird and so, like, just so, I mean, just ugly. Like, is it just me, or is it just something completely and totally off about this face? It's just something like kind of disturbing. It's almost like something out of a nightmare. Like I should be able to do my job without being abused, you know, particularly on Twitter. I mean, I deleted my main account years ago. Oh, but you still have an account, which means you're still on Twitter. So your big slew of going, I'm leaving Twitter because this place has just become such a cesspool and I can't believe they allow all of this. Guess what? Just like all of the rest of you weirdos out there that virtue signaled that nonsense, you came crawling back just like we all said we would. You just didn't do it publicly because you don't want people to be able to call you out as a hypocrite. But hey, you just let the cat out of the bag because of course you're a hypocrite. That's what all of you little woke activists are. But I looked at what people were saying, and it's really disgusting. Like, people should not be allowed to say those things about someone. Oh, freedom of speech. I know. And what would you like to see done to those people? I'm sure it's just, taking away their Twitter accounts and ruining their lives and making sure they can't ever work again and completely and totally canceling people. But here's the fun part, Juno. You have no power here anymore. So cry on Instagram some more, please. We enjoy backstroking and all of you woke cultist tears. It's a beautiful thing. Just swimming, just keep swimming right through all these beautiful, salty, liberal, woke, psychopathic cult people's tears. Isn't it joyous?
Yeah. And it's just because I'm trans. If I was cisgender, I don't think there would be an issue. But I need to ignore that because, I won.
Oh, did you? Did you now? And look, first off, let's just go ahead and remove the whole transgender thing from the accusations. If the only thing to your writing credit is a bunch of books that The Guardian says are nothing more than gay and trans nonsense, and you have no sci-fi writing chops under your belt at all, you've got other things under your belt instead that you like to pretend don't exist, but you don't have the balls to actually go all the way through it, it's one of them situations where, hey, this right here is a giant red flag. You have no sci-fi writing credentials underneath your belt. All you have is activism books underneath your belt, activist writings. So, hey, it doesn't matter if you were straight, male, sideways, or whatever the hell you want to call yourselves. Guess what? We would still have huge red flags because you have no actual talent. You have no meritocracy. You have no talent to be able to do this job. You have no background in any of this kind of stuff. You do not have the meritocracy. I don't know. You don't have the merit. You have no merit to your name whatsoever that would give anyone any reason that it will not just be more agenda-driven slop. So cry all you want on Instagram. It's not going to matter because this show is going to fail. So you won. Congratulations. You are on a burning, sinking ship. You are currently on this. Oh, yeah, we won. I'm sailing on the Disney Doctor Who gravy train. Yada, 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 yada. Except guess what? There's not going to be any gravy train after season 2. It's all going to be over. And as we continue to see the purge of the woke activist nonsense throughout all of Hollywood, throughout all of entertainment, throughout everywhere else, which is a cancer, we have to purge every last bit of it, leave none behind. Literally, you will not have a job anymore. And that's going to be a beautiful thing because activists like you have destroyed our beloved franchises, and Doctor Who is one of them. Fortunately enough, at least after season 2, we'll probably never have to hear from you ever again. So enjoy your 15 minutes of fame, because homeboy, it's gonna be over here real soon. Real soon, you silly little hypocrite. His messaging is completely mixed, having said he abandoned Twitter to virtue signal to his crowd, but admitting that he's on the site anyway. On top of it, if he won, why is he playing the victim and attacking Doctor Who fans who are sick of this content that's destroying the show? Well, I think we all know because they can't help themselves. If you're so happy, if you're so at peace with all of the life decisions you have made, why are you so obsessed with what my opinion is? Why are you so obsessed with what any fan's opinion out there? If you're winning so much, why do you care so much about the person you defeated? Methinks, I don't think even in the dark corners of your mind, you actually think you won. Regardless, the new writer's room clearly does not respect fans in the least, but rather sees Doctor Who as their own personal fetish ground where they can write themselves into self-insert rants rather than quality sci-fi. And absolutely, this man who feels he's being pretty and thinks he's okay to go out there and safely attack fans there are fans out there that have been fans of Doctor Who longer than he's been alive. And for you to go out there and go, yeah, that's a shit. Because they don't like what I'm going to do. They don't like that I'm going to make Doctor Who even gayer. Well, guess what? At the end of the day, fans decide. And fans win. And fans' voices are the only ones that actually matter. Don't believe me? How do you have the lowest ratings in Doctor Who history? 60 years of episodes. And you literally have the lowest rated season. So I guess if you really want a crown, here's your crown. You're the biggest loser of all. You are the part of the number one loser writing team of all of Doctor Who in the history. So congratulations. Take your victory lap, because being the number one loser of all time still ends up in the exact same thing. You've failed, you've flopped, you've lost. You've lost the culture war, and sadly, you've completely and totally destroyed Doctor Who. But you know what? For the rest of us out there, the best part is we've got 50 years of good history back before all of you little psychopaths tried to destroy the entire franchise. And that's what we continue to enjoy. Boys and girls, join us at 7 p.m. on Sunday nights to review yourselves of When Some Good Was Who and wash the disgusting taste out of your mouth from this woke psychopath out there who is continually going to destroy Disney Doctor Who just like what we have seen before. Like I said, I can't wait for the ratings, because it's only going to get worse from here, boys and girls.